Hello and welcome to Chemistry 1 Honors. I often refer to my classes as GeyerChem. So, one thing you should know about me, I really love my job. Teaching chemistry is probably one of the most fun jobs that a person can have. I mean, I get to work in the lab, I get to work with you people. It's just really fun. I also, in case you are wondering, do other things besides chemistry. I love to run. I also am a weaver. I like to bake bread and I like to knit and I write a teaching blog. I guess I have a lot of hobbies. Anyway, you certainly are welcome to ask me about any of those other things or about chemistry anytime. So, what to expect from this year? One thing to think about is active learning during class. Really, learning happens when you're doing stuff in class. So, when you come to chemistry class, just be ready to work. That didn't sound right. Be ready to do something. We always are going to be doing some kind of active learning during class. We'll do a variety of projects this year, mostly a lot of labs. You'll be working with lab groups, but we'll also do other types of projects. We'll have video and writing assignments, and there'll be a variety of different individual and group lab writing after you finish your experiments. What you won't see in my class is a lot of boring lectures. I don't do a lot of lecturing in class. I really save the lecturing for videos, just like this one. So you'll be doing the lectures with videos at home, so that class time can really be spent doing active learning, and that makes it more fun. Some other expectations, there it is again, active participation in class. I really want you to come to class ready to learn. And that being said, it's really important that you come to class every day. I mean, I know there's days where you can't avoid missing, but being in class is the first priority. Please do all your assignments. Chemistry is a lot easier if you keep up with the work. We're going to be using technology, so please try to train yourself to use the technology for good and not for things like social media or shopping during chemistry class or any other distractions. That's a life skill we're going to work on. Please ask me some questions. Ask questions. When you're confused in class or if there's something that you're thinking about, please just ask. Chances are somebody else in the room is having this same very question. The other thing is I want you all to be safe in lab. We're going to do a whole safety training day on lab, but lab safety is a priority. Our first priority in lab is to be safe, and then make sure everyone has a good year in the lab. Videos are required. Okay, I mentioned this before, but I'm going to say it again. I do use videos for homework, and the videos contain important content information. I don't repeat the videos during class, so you're going to watch the videos, take notes, and I use Edpuzzle, so that way I know if you're watching my videos. Some of the videos I make myself, some I use that are out there that other people have made. So that will be an integral part of your homework. What to bring to class? Please always bring your iPad to class. We're going to use it every day. I love to use technology for learning, so we're going to use it every day, and I'm going to be continually finding new ways to use it. This is going to be a fun experiment for me. I've never taught in a one-on-one iPad school before this year, so I'm looking forward to it. Also, what to bring to class, your periodic table. I know you don't have one yet. Each one of you is going to get a periodic table that you're going to annotate yourself, and it will become your chemistry best friend. You'll bring it to class every day, and believe it or not, you're going to have that periodic table for the final exam. So make sure that you put your name on your periodic table and bring it with you every day to class. Some other things you'll need. You're going to need a notebook for class. Now, the kind of notebook you need depends on your learning style. You really need to make it work for you. There will be handouts, you'll be taking notes, you'll be doing problem sets. So all of these things require a notebook. You're a junior or a senior, and you're an honors level science course. So I don't need to tell you what kind of notebook to get. get the best kind of notebook that works for you so you can keep your stuff organized and you can manage your materials. Also, I will not do notebook checks. The notebook is for you and your use only. So again, do what works best for you, but please get a notebook and bring it to class. Also, it would be very helpful if you had a pair of closed-toed shoes somewhere on campus, in your locker or in your gym locker, because I will sometimes have surprise lab days. I will try as best as I can to give you at least 24 hours notice. You need closed-toed shoes to do lab, and you don't want to have to wear the awful ones I have in lab. So if you have a pair of shoes in your locker and we have a surprise lab day, you can run get them. So that's very helpful. Also, what not to bring to class. Please do not bring food or drinks to class. It is a lab class, and but you can bring water. Water can be but it cannot be in the lab per se. It can be in the classroom part of the room. Another thing you don't need is a big, heavy textbook. I'm so excited that we have an iBook this year, and it'll be loaded onto your iPad. You can also access our book through a website, which I will make available to you on iTunes U. You can follow our class on Twitter. I have a Twitter feed called @GeyerChem, and it's really all about chemistry. So that's where I'll be tweeting out updates on our work together. If you want, you can check out my teaching blog. I write a chemistry teaching blog, and I like to write about working with you. Some of you may actually be featured on my blog this year, which would be really exciting. And maybe one of you would be inspired and write a guest blog post. That would be really cool. So you can take a look at that. It's at artofteachingscience.blogspot.com. And that's all for now. I think it's going to be a great year, and I can't wait to get started.